Oswald Michaels. Good to see you guys. Let's get the chat going. Of course, smack the like on the way in, share the video. Man, oh man, things been crazy lately. I was just saying, geez, I don't think things can get more crazy than they were a few years ago, but they might be crazier now than they were a few years ago. Which is in one way expected, but in another way also shocking because of the events that happened just a few years ago. You guys remember those? Guys remember those guys? I might be a little late for coffee. What's up, Brandon? Liberty Lens, what are you, a sidekick of Auditing America right now? Do you do audits with Auditing America? Liberty Lens? How's it going, Brandon? Good to see you here. Who else is here? Show yourselves! Reveal your rectums! You guys remember that? Probably don't, but that was a fun one. If you are seriously working with him, you better check out the live I did. I kicked him out the movement. He's not in the movement anymore. He's not an auditor. He's definitely not an activist. He likes, yeah, bro. If you've been auditing with him, you should check out the live I did. Go to Fake Mike Real News, check out the lives. I did a video about him, and a whole bunch of us did a video about him, and it was pretty interesting. I stopped chilling with him, bro. He's not welcome in this movement. And if you watch that video and you still mess with him, then you're not welcome in this movement either. So, just so you know. Just so you know. Just putting it out there. I was thinking about, yeah, pretty interesting is to say the least. Geez, I don't want to do any spoiler alerts, but wow. No, yeah, well, the movement is auditing and activism, and I'm not in charge. We're all in charge. But when someone's an auditor and they call the cops like a little bitch, they're not an auditor anymore. Sorry. You're not an auditor anymore. Yo, what up, Eric? Don't bring me into your drama. Hey, if you want to hang out with somebody that beats women and drinks piss and calls the cops when he gets scared and runs away from fights like a coward bitch. I mean, it's not just me that did a video on this. Brian did a video on him too, running away like a little bitch. If you want to go on history hanging around with the little bitch, that's fine. But hey, I warned you. I'm not beefing with anybody. He's not on my level to beef with. Barry O'Tails always with the pointy questions. Thoughts on Trump back in office? Well, Jesus and crackers. I mean, he's hanging out with Bill Gates, cooking up some how should I say this? Some AI good stuff for us, right? More evidence came out that he's Jeffrey's best friend. Okay, we got 44 watching and 4 likes. So if you guys want me to keep hating on people and keep spreading the truth and keep telling you guys what's really going on that you'll never hear anywhere else, I'm going to need you guys to smack the like. I'm going to need you to smack the like there. Shout outs to my boy Eric Thompson. Yo, that's my boy. Yeah, man, I've been thinking about going up to Toronto to watch the Orioles on opening day. Anthony Santander signed the contract with the Blue Jays. I want to call him a sellout right to his face. Just kidding. Oh, man, and not only that, Barry O'Tails, does he want to change the 14th, but there's a lawmaker who says, I want to change the 22nd Amendment so we can give Trump, what was it? I think they actually mischaracterized it, too, on the actual thing, but they basically want to mischaracterize the amendment in the article. I'm just going offhand here, but one lawmaker is suggesting, yeah, we should give Trump the power to run again. Yeah, Trump was asked, he said he's going to release the MLK, JFK, 9/11 file. What did he say, 9/11? I forget. What was one more? First of all, we've already had most of them released. I covered them almost a decade ago on the first release, and what did they show? They showed that the CIA was still looking for Hitler, and that the CIA was involved in killing JFK. We already know that. We already knew this. All right, I'm going to take a break right now and just sit here, because there's 75 watching and there's only 4 likes. So until we get up to at least 30 likes, I'm just going to shut up and you guys will just have to drink in these good looks. Smack some likes, guys. Come on. Share the video, guys. Smack the likes. Yeah, they're not all released. And Trump was asked, he said, he said, would you release the JFK files? Yes, definitely. How about the MLK files? Yes, definitely. It's all on video. Trump saying this. Oh, would you release JFK? Yo, absolutely. Oh, would you release MLK? Yeah. How about 9/11? Yeah. How about the Epstein? Well, yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, it came out, bro, last year. Jeffrey Epstein's on audio saying Trump is his closest friend. I've saying that before, but now it's even audio. There's even audio proving this, right? Thanks for sharing some likes, guys. Shout outs to my boy Frank Royce. What do you mean fascinating is hiring security guards? I don't know what that means. Conscious machine. I'm a clown. Great. I bet you can't name one thing I've ever said ever on here that's factually incorrect. If I'm a clown, then name one thing I've ever said that's incorrect. I'm out of the way here, guys. We need to get the likes up, bro. Great. Let's get the likes up. And no offense to Liberty Lens. Liberty Lens could be a good person. I have no idea. Never even heard of him. But at the end of the day, like if you watch my video and Brian's videos, why do you think nobody else? It's not just me kicking them out. I kicked them out because someone has to stand up and say something for our movement. Because in our movement, and as far as the truthers go, it's just me and the Matrix and Mellows and maybe one other person. The truth community is completely destroyed. But as far as the auditors go, if we don't cultivate our own group, then we're no better than them. We can't say we're fighting woman beaters when we're hanging around with woman beaters. We can't say that we're standing up to the police when we're calling the police. And I'm not talking about calling the police saying, hey, there's a fire going on right now where there's a woman being da-da-da, or there's somebody just kidnapped a child. No, he's like, oh, please help me. This guy wants to beat me up, please. He ran for 4 blocks. Oh, hello, police? Police? Bro. You can record all you want. Oh, if I'm looking for applause, this would be a bad place to do it because there is no applause here. I'm not looking for any money either. I mean, it would be nice to get some money, but unfortunately, my channel is not monetized. So, definitely didn't see me in Taunton at Hannaford's. But I appreciate you saying what you're saying. Yeah, the Alaska dude, some guy, he's auditing in a damn post office. Some guy starts talking shit to him, says, man up, be a man. And Enrique runs away and calls the cops. New guru, good to see you. Oh, Anchorage. Oh, please. Oh, please. I mean, I don't really even care at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, illegals, huh? How are they illegal? I know it's a troll comment, but a lot of people are actually excited about that. They're actually excited that. And the right wing's so stupid because, and first of all, everyone says, I'll tell you what, maybe a little late for coffee, but on the low, I know I shouldn't be drinking Burger King coffee, but it was open, it was close, and it's pretty decent coffee. I don't know. I know it's probably bad. It's going to kill me. Oh, damn, Mike Manners. I don't think so. You can get up there, but you're not there. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? We got all these right-wing people celebrating the J6ers. Cool, that's fine, but also don't forget that Enrique Tarrio, head of the Proud Boys, is a government snitch on record, on video. Don't forget that Joe Biggs is a snitch since 2018. Don't forget. Yeah, nothing streams indoctrinated more than legally allowed. Like, you're asking me if I'm some type of authority on something. whose authority do you have to say who can move now? Oh, no, all right, now I'm really shutting up. There's 100 people watching. I need, bro, it's not, I mean, it's not even close to a quarter of the likes. I'm going to shut the heck up. I'm going to need you guys to smack the like for a little bit. I'm going to start twisting up a blunt because y'all are tripping, bro. Y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping. 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 I'm going to shut up until we get some likes. Roll a blunt. That is crazy. I ain't asking for no money. I just ask you guys to like and share the video. And not even this video. I'm just kicking it on this video. But take the Best of Fake Mike Real News playlist, where I interview the last interview with John McAfee, where I got interviews with Jordan Maxwell, where I interviewed Martin Luther King, where I own the crap out of all these different politicians. Right? Can we get a like? Hey, what up, CFR? Good to see you, man. That's a real... I'll tell you what. CFR... He's good, man. He's one of the few. I was saying earlier, it's only me, right, the Matrix, and a couple other people. CFR Network. He's one of the very few left of the actual truth community. So my apologies for not bringing that up earlier. You are too. No, I didn't just effing say I interviewed Martin Luther King. I interviewed his niece, Dr. Alveda King. So you might want to check that out. It's on my Best of Fake Mike Real News playlist. You might want to give it a like, share, and subscribe to that playlist. That's what I'd like you guys to do. I'm not over here begging for super chats, bro. You can't even give me a super chat if you wanted to. I'm begging yo guys, especially this weekend, man. Take the Best of the Fake Mike Real News. I've got dope ass economists on there, presidential candidates, me confronting people, some of the best stuff. Chicho, if you think this is full of fake news, I would ask you to point out one thing on this channel I've ever stated that's factually incorrect. Because this is fake Mike. Real news. This is not fake news. Because we go here by keeping open but skeptical mind and adhering to the Socratic method. Our goal here is to create a more altruistic world through nonviolence and the Socratic method. And I love when the haters and the trolls come in. Because the haters and the trolls say, you're a clown, oh, you dress bad. But guess what? Then I ask them, just like the last troll that said something, just like all the trolls before them. I say, hey, can you name one thing I've ever pointed out that's specifically factually incorrect? And they can't. Somebody's over here saying, Trump, oh, like he's not Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. Well, actually, there are more than two genders. Reactive replays, there are. There's man, there's woman, and then even if you want to keep it on a strictly biological level, there are people that are born with both sexual organs and some that are born with none. So at least on a strictly biological level, there's at least 4 types of genders. And pheromone, testosterone, the levels of chemicals in people vary. So I didn't know you were a doctor. Well, you were actually wrong on your premise. So there are actually at least bare minimum 4 genders. So you're wrong. I'm right again. Loser. You're a loser. I don't care if I lose viewers. I lost a bunch of viewers confronting a whole bunch of Republicans. I lost a bunch of viewers when I confronted General Flynn, when I've talked out about Donald Trump for decades, when I've confronted Governor Pence, when I've confronted Jack Posobiec, when I've confronted Milo Yiannopoulos. I lost a lot of followers when I confronted Kamala Harris, when I called out Joe Biden multiple times. I lost a lot of followers on the left. I lost a lot of followers when I said, hey, if you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're just brainwashed. But I don't care because I don't care. I'm not here for followers. You can't send me a super chat if you wanted to. I'm here to keep it real. Someone's got to. You're not doing it. You're just a loser troll that has nothing better to do in your life than to sit here and troll me. And you could actually be trolling somebody that mattered, but you can't because you're a loser. Oh yeah, not only Pete Hegseth, who oh my goodness. Here's the thing. Trump's picks now. I did a video on that too, but look at his, just look at who was at his inauguration. He had a 3-hour meeting with Bill Gates the other day. He's hanging around with Bezos. He's hanging around with Zuckerberg. He's hanging around with Elon Musk, the guy that wants to put a chip in your brain. Guess who's not getting a chip in their brain? The only chip that's coming inside me is going to be a vegan chocolate chip cookie. And CFR Network. If people are hating, let them hate. That's fine. I'll address them. If they start spamming like sexual or racist things like that, then we can get rid of them. But I give people opportunities for sure. I like the haters, just so you know. You guys are, and the funny thing is, you guys are tripping about genders. Like, does that, like, like it doesn't make a difference what gender you are, what sex you are. It doesn't make a. That just goes to show how asinine you guys are, because it doesn't make a difference. We're all getting spied on. We all have our rights gone. We are all facilitating genocide. Well, someone said I'm definitely here for followers, or else you wouldn't have this page. Maybe I just wanted to speak out. Maybe I wanted to have a platform where I can instantaneously reach thousands of people. Maybe my goal was I found out that, the Democrats and Republicans suck, and the CIA is really bad, and the Federal Reserve banking system is bad, and hey, there is a real thing called the Bilderberg Group, and I proved it, and they called me a liar and a crazy person, and then they came out with their own website. And then I found out that the number one unaliver of all people is something called democides, murder by your own government. And then I found out the solution is voluntarism. And then I found out, well, if I do want to live my life mission of creating a more altruistic world through nonviolence and the Socratic method, it would be very handy to counteract the people that have all these multi-billion-dollar studios and TVs and makeup and propaganda. I figured, hey, why don't I tell people what I think? Perfect Gematria can leave. They can leave CFR. Absolutely not. I'm not reactive replays. I'm not. I haven't taken that, bro. Nor would I. Are you? Yeah, I didn't take the. I didn't take that, and I won't get chipped. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? They will force it in me. Go ahead. Well, see, that's the thing is like, if that's really true, then why are you here talking to me? Shouldn't you be speaking out about that? Shouldn't you be doing something about it? Aren't you wasting your time trolling me if they're going to put a chip in me? In you too? Yeah, you say that, envy, closet med grower, but certain people respond to certain stimuli, and everyone's different. And guess what? I'm not perfect. I never claimed I'm the best, I'm the smartest, I know everything. No, I've never claimed anything like that. But if you don't like the way I do it, cool. I appreciate the constructive criticism. I honestly really do. But at the end of the day, there needs to be somebody in the group that just says, hey, calls out a spade as a spade. They're a loser. I'm going to call them a loser, bro. And sometimes people, as a man, you need a kick in your ass to sit there and reflect all these trolls being like, saying this and saying that. And it's like, all right, cool. But it's like, damn, what have you really done with your life? Like, when if you're lucky enough to get old and your grandkids come and sit in your lap and they say, when they started rounding up people and spying on every move and human trafficking and taking away all of your freedoms and trying to put a brain chip, what did you do, Grandpapa? I trolled a random man that was speaking out against them on the internet. Well, you know what? I might not say I'm the most successful person in the world, but at least I'm trying. At least I'm out here trying. On my tombstone, I'm not going to have a tombstone. But if I had a tombstone, it'd say, hey, I tried. And F the New World Order. So sometimes people need a little, hey, wake up, McFly. And then guess what? If you don't like the way I do it, well, why don't you get out here and do it yourself? Because we need people of all voices and all backgrounds to speak out. Because if it's just me, they can say, hey, you look stupid. Hey, you look funny. They still can't prove anything I've ever said is specifically factually incorrect, which is remarkable. But the more we have different people from different perspectives, the more people speaking out, the more people letting people know that, hey, the fractional reserve, Federal Reserve Bank system, it's illegal. It's unconstitutional. It's immoral. Well, the better. Same thing, bro. Some of you guys aren't even saying anything. I appreciate you saying the compliments on the Jordan Maxwell stuff. That's one of the things I want to do is keep the legacy of Jordan Maxwell alive. People like him. I just had another amazing interview with Fritz Springmeier. I mean, the last interviews, like Fritz Springmeier only does interviews with me. Jordan Maxwell, rest in peace. Last of them were over here, so. Liberty Lens says, Will, you lost your touch. You don't know me? What the hell are you talking about? I lost my touch? You've never met me before. What are you talking about? Like you know me, bro. I've lost my touch. No, I've actually never been better. But thanks. Yeah, man. I mean, have you made a cop cry? I've made a couple cops cry. But that's not the thing. I actually forgot about that. That's not the things I'm most proud of either. What's up, TM? Yeah, I don't care. I love getting the trolls because the more trolls comment, the more random people watch this, and then they learn about voluntarism. They learn about democide. They learn about the Federal Reserve Bank. So, the joke's on actually the trolls. I love the trolls. And sorry if I'm always not giving a mature response, but sometimes, hey, whatever. I'm not the most mature person. No, I like that. Like I just explained, Liberty Lens. I like the trolls to get to me. It's not that they're getting to me. I like to interact with them because it boosts my numbers. It gets new people watching. And then when people see the trolls, right? Most people like avoid the trolls and kick them out. Me, I address them. And then I say, can you name one thing I've ever said publicly on this channel, my other channel, Facebook, all the other platforms that is specifically factually incorrect, and no one has done it so far. And I even told you guys 1,000 times I was wrong about the Mariana Trench. I thought we couldn't go down there. And allegedly we can. Now, I don't know, I haven't been down there myself, but allegedly we can reach the depths of the Mariana Trench. I didn't know. I was wrong. Because I have been wrong. But it just goes to show, one, you guys are just trolls with no information. And that shows, And then when the new people do come, it shows, hey, these trolls aren't trolling because he's saying anything incorrect, because they can't point it out. All these trolls in here, not one of them can point out anything. I pride myself on that. Not one of them can point out anything I've ever said that's specifically factually incorrect. Someone's asking my questions on Level Earth. The shape of the planet doesn't matter whatsoever, as long as there's war, genocide, human trafficking going on. That's like a not even a secondary, not even a tertiary. That's like not even a quaternary thing to check out. Like the flat earthers are so dumb, not because look, does NASA lie? Yes. Were they created by Nazis and Freemasons and the cultists? Yes. Do I trust them? No. Do they waste a whole bunch of taxpayer money? Yes. But at the end of the day, like, who cares? Like, first you stop genocide, and then you worry about the shape of the earth. Or maybe I have that backwards. I don't know. I don't know. So what is it that I've actually done? Physically done. Well, first of all, I've done your mom. I've spent over 20 years dedicated to this. I've done everything from multiple city and park cleanups to countless food drives to spearheading the effort to change the laws um, around what happens with DCYF in Rhode Island. I've I've confronted hundreds of politicians, asking them the questions that the mainstream media won't ask them. I've made international news several times. I've gone viral several times. But most importantly, of all the interviews and the people that I've confronted, the most important that I think I've done is actually go here on YouTube. Why? Because better people than me have taken my ideas and ran with them, and they're even more famous than me. I'm not famous at all, but these guys, they've got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They're big time influencers. Some of them, some of them behind the scenes too. That you would be surprised. I I came into this movement saying, you know what? If I change one person's mind, it'll be well worth it. I've changed thousands of people's minds, and I've woken up a bunch of people in my years doing that. That's what I'm most proud of. But even more proud of that, I'm proud of the countless people that are out there now that are doing what I'm doing and saying what I'm saying with a far larger audience. So I've already succeeded in my mission. Now, but obviously now times are really bad. I've succeeded in my first mission, which was to wake one person up. But now we're in a rock and a hard place. And the reason I keep going is because there's no truth community out there. Everyone turned into either a left winger or a right winger, mostly right wingers lately. And like I alluded to earlier in the stream, there's only a few people that actually keep it real. Shout out to CFR Network. Shout out to Yeah Right the Matrix. Shout out to Mellows. Everybody else is just a sellout or repeater. Most people are other people. Their passion's a quotation, their lives a mimicry, their thoughts somebody else's. And that was a paraphrase from Oscar Wilde. Most people are repeaters. They repeat. What have you done, White River Forest, besides just trolling me? What have you done with your life? What have you accomplished with your life? Shoutouts to Cody. What up, player? CFR Fritz equals OG. Yeah. Absolutely, bro. Out there spitting everyone go check out my recent video about a week ago with Fritz Springmeyer. He was out there before Alex Jones, who's a sellout, bare minimum, if not a total disinformation agent, piece of trash. Out there before David Icke, out there before all these guys. And he only comes on my show. Maybe that'll tell you something. All right, Liberty Lens, kick somebody loose. He's saying if Will lost his auditing touch, bro. All right, you can dick ride from a. Oh, I'll tell you what. Should I let him stay? Yeah, let him stay. You're such a loser. You put your own one twice. Nobody else did. Interesting. New Guru. I always say New Guru, bro, should be kind of running this channel, bro, because I don't think I've ever disagreed with anything that New Guru has commented on this channel. The monetary system is a zero-sum Ponzi. All who participate with dependency are rugged or rigged by design. Enjoy the $50 Big Macs, folks. Bruh, I laugh because I'm sad. Oh, man, that's tough, bro. Yo, New Guru, it's funny because it's true, bro. One of the reasons the cop cried is because he said I made a couple cops cry. One of them was like, I was outside and I was in Tampa. It was a hot ass day on a protest. Of course, I take my shirt off. It's hot. It's like 99 degrees outside and humid. Cops were like, nice boxers. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not even gonna say that one. This one's gonna get demonetized. I can't get demonetized. I don't have money on my channel, but you know what I'm saying. Hey, reactive. If I'm a loser, can you name one thing I've ever stated that's specifically factually incorrect? I already gave you the Mariana Trench, but is there anything else you can think of? I didn't ban or time anybody out. That's CFR, and he's a good friend of mine, and he's actually somebody that has done something with his life, and that's why I said, hey, guess what? You can hold down the moderator business. So yeah, um don't time anybody out or kick them out unless I explicitly say that. Should illegal immigrants get taxpayer money from America? Well, I don't believe people are illegal, but I also don't believe in taxation. Taxation is theft. I don't think anybody should be getting taxed. Taxation is immoral. It's inherently violent. I believe if you have a good enough idea, you shouldn't have to force person with the barrel of a gun to do it. Yeah, AFE, absolutely. Fritz is as real as it gets, man. Hey, well, thank you very much, NV, for letting me know that. And I appreciate you joining the stream, and I hope you check out, because this is just a quick stream. I'm just going to kick it with you guys for maybe another half hour or so. Because, yeah, like, people are accepting this whole Trump thing. People are becoming Christian. People are forgetting that Trump and Epstein are besties, that Trump is a war criminal, just like Joe Biden's a war criminal, just like they're all war criminals. So, yeah, check out my other work, Best of Fake Mike Real News. Playlist. And you're calling me leftist, which is funny because I'm a voluntarist. Everybody is to the left of me. You're to the left of me. Everyone is to the left of me. I'm not a leftist. I'm not a leftist whatsoever. But you don't know that because you don't understand. What is auditing? What is considered auditing? Why can't it be activism? I think it's activism. Are you really a Mason there, Liberty Lens? Okay, so White River Forest. Can you name one thing I've ever said that's specifically factually incorrect? Name one thing. If you're not trolling, name one thing. Okay, you shouldn't label people that disagree with you trolls. Okay, that's fine. Well, then somebody point out one thing I've ever said that's specifically factually incorrect, because if we're not talking facts here, then it is by definition trolling. Am I right? We got Ghostly Dick riding in the chat on Trump. Jeffrey, this guy loves Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. Huh. I'm gonna check out your channel there, NV, because that is one skill I need to learn for show. Trump is a bad leader. He bankrupted a casino. If he was a good leader, He wouldn't have shut down the entire country. He wouldn't have committed treason. He wouldn't have said, take the guns first, then worry about due process. He wouldn't have bragged on his own social media network that he wants to destroy the Constitution. He wouldn't be best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. So you're wrong. Scrolling through all these Pink Panther. Yeah, the book of Matthew was not written by Matthew, and it wasn't written until decades, if not hundreds of years later. And if anything, it was probably written by the Romans. There's actually no evidence whatsoever. Even Christian apologists know that Matthew didn't write that. I'm still not seeing anything, anybody pointing out anything I've said that's factually incorrect, which is interesting. On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate Trump's ability to keep promises? Lock her up, build that wall, drain the swamp. I'd say maybe like a 15% max. Okay, name one thing I'm wrong or misinformed on, not a cult. I just scrolled through all those damn comments and not one of you losers pointed out one thing I said that was wrong. If I'm a loser and a clown, that makes you less than me. Do you realize that, right? Yeah, I confronted Joe Biden. I called him out for groping women and kids. Making international news, going viral. Multiple times. That's the point. We can't vote our way out of this. You can't vote your way out of the CIA. You can't vote your way out of the Federal Reserve. You can't vote your way out of the NSA or the Patriot Act or the inflation. You can't vote on it. Oh, no, honey. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John were written, even Christian apologists will say, decades, if not hundreds of years later. Not only that, do they contradict each other. Not only that, there's 17 missing years, the majority of Jesus' life there. As a matter of fact, I'm up to 27 likes, buddy. So, you're wrong again. You said, you expect me to listen to the guy sitting in a car doing a live stream? You idiot, you are watching a guy in a car doing a live stream. Do I expect you to? Yeah, you are doing it right now. Tommy V. What up? Good to see you, man. I missed you, man. Where the heck you been? That's right, the fakest of all Michaels here. Never trust a Democrat. Hey, who's the one that brought you that thing that you wanted to jam Kamala with? Trump. Never trust a Democrat or a Republican. Stone Cold Steve Austin told you don't trust anybody. What? What? I have a couple jobs, Pink Panther. And even if I got a job, Socrates didn't have a job, and he changed the world. Oh, you need to get a job. You need to be a tax-paying slave. That's funny, because then they start attacking when they can't point out anything I've said that's factually incorrect. That's called desperation. That's what we call an ad hominem attack. When people don't have anything that they can correct you on or criticize you on factually, they do ad hominem attacks. They yell. They scream. Yeah, check out my my links, my website for more. Watch me confronting Kamala. You guys don't like Kamala? I got 1 million views on the Kamala Harris video. Oh, Pink Panther, that's not very Christian of you. That's not very Christ-like. Judging and insulting, isn't that the opposite of what your God tells you to do? But yet you're here doing it. Sounds like a hypocritical loser to me. It didn't even look up the history of the book of Matthew. Took it as gospel. Well, guess what? You don't even know what the word gospel means. It means it's a story about a military victory. But you didn't know that. Trump is not good. Trump is Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. RFK Jr. supported Hillary, supported Al Gore, and flew around with Jeffrey Epstein too. Elon wants to put a chip in your brain. Are you out of your damn mind? Hey, Roger. Roger, what up? How's it going, man? Matter of fact, Fritz Springmeier just did, on the last video I did with Fritz Springmeier, he brought up the Netherlands. I didn't even have to ask him. So go check that out. You're saying I'm unhinged. What specifically did I state was factually incorrect? No, Trump did worse. Trump shut down the country. He pushed for the jab. He openly said about guns, we'll take the guns first and then due process. And he hired all of Jeffrey Epstein's friends. He had Rothschild bankers, Skull and Bones members. He sat down with Henry Kissinger. He said he was going to drain the swamp. He didn't drain the swamp. He said he was going to lock up Hillary. He didn't lock up Hillary. He said he was going to build a wall. He didn't build a wall. He shut the whole country down. He raised the inflation more than anybody and kept all the illegal wars going. You can't name me one. I'll even. One thing incorrect I said is Matthew was written years later. That's not proof. That's just what a couple apologists says. No, that's what mainstream historians and apologists agree on. It could be even after that. Okay, if it's fake news, what did I say that was wrong? Name one thing I just said that was wrong. Everything I said I've backed up and shown on screen. If you don't believe any, tell me what I said is wrong and I'll prove it to you right now. Okay, Jason. That's not correct. Do you have any evidence that suggests otherwise? No. Trump bragged about it on Twitter that he shut the country down. He said other people are taking credit for it. I made this decision. He bragged about it on his own Twitter. You want me to pull that up right now? Okay, you're saying Trump derangement syndrome. But I'm telling you, if I really have Trump derangement, you're the one that's deranged because you can't point out one thing I said that's incorrect about Trump. He said he was going to lock up Hillary and he didn't. That's not deranged. That's a fucking fact. He said he was going to lock up Hillary. He didn't. He said he was going to drain the swamp. He didn't. There's no evidence to say that Matthew was written at that time. And again, it wasn't written by Matthew. So, just so everybody knows, he supports Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. He's going to go down in history supporting the guy that brought you all this. Okay, so you're saying that I'm incorrect when I'm saying the people say that the Gospels were written decades, if not hundreds of years later. But if you looked it up and you just looked it up and that's what they say, and you have no evidence otherwise, then I'm telling you that's what the people say. And you just went and look it up, and you indeed found that is what the people say. I didn't say I believed it. Anything in history, I've said this many times before, anything in history I don't necessarily believe. Because it goes to the underlying premise here. Again, I didn't think I'd have to reiterate this for folks, but keep an open but skeptical mind and apply the Socratic method. We know governments have lied to us. We know the media has lied to us. We know the church has lied to us. We know all these people lied to us. So if you don't think history and religion are lying to you, then you're acting ridiculously. Exactly. Even carbon dating is incorrect because it's based on the idea that the amount of carbon remained relatively stagnant in the atmosphere for hundreds of thousands of years. And that's flawed because we don't know if that's true or not. And we've seen information that says that it's not true. So you're absolutely right. Yeah, people don't want to be on. That's exactly right. I've been dealing with this over and over again because it takes a truly humble person to admit that they're wrong. I had to admit that I was wrong. And I'm probably the most humble motherfucker in the world. I'm the humblest. But it's a sign of character to admit that you're wrong. I realized that what I was taught growing up was wrong. When I got a hold of the internet, I'm not going to say the whole story, but I found out about Bohemian Grove, and I was like, yo, this can't be real. There's no way that the presidents and Kissinger, they're all dressing up as Klan members with torches and doing a mock sacrifice, human sacrifice, in front of an owl. I was like, this can't be real. Then sure enough, Newsweek articles, New York Post articles. My friend goes there. Okay, like, okay. I had to admit that I was wrong. Matter of fact, when I was about 20 years ago, I was like, what should I do with my life? Well, I believe there's a God. At that time I did, and I still believe that there's a God. So I said, well, probably the best thing to do would be to spread the word of God with my life. So I read the Bible, read the Quran, read the writings of Buddha, read the Vedas, right? I did go to the Bible first. And I had many questions about the Bible that I could not have answered. Then I went and looked at the evidence. There's no evidence of Jesus in his lifetime. The first evidence is the Gospels, then it's Flavius Josephus. The Gospels are much later, contradictory, and leave out the majority of his life. Flavius Josephus, it's a known interpolation, and he was a sellout. He was a sellout to the Roman Empire. That's exactly right, Jonathan Kampala. Believe that was, is that Napoleon that said that? I will absolutely not do an audit with you unless you do a video denouncing auditing America and calling them out. Because I've done a video calling them out. Here's a Deal's done a video calling them out. Mr. Universal did a video calling them out. Yeah, right. The Matrix did a video calling him out. CPR Audits did a video calling him out. Like, there's like 9 auditors that called him out. If you want to work with him, cool, but you won't work with me. If you do a video and you upload it and it says, I denounce auditing America, shit, we could do a video. Maybe. Why not? You cannot prove incorrect one thing in Scripture. It's never been done. Okay, do you believe Jonah was in a whale for 3 days? I mean, the Scripture itself contradicts itself. Right? Do you, like, and even if it didn't, the God of the Bible condones slavery multiple times, commands the murder of children. All right, I'm going to give you guys a few more minutes here to see if you can prove anything I said, because every video, none of you guys get anything right. You're telling me I sound girly and you're using an emoji? I'm not butthurt. You're hanging out with a known woman beater. A known woman beater. Who ran away from a fight as a grown man. If you associate yourself as a man with a woman beater and someone that for a living says F the police, but then he runs away and calls the police, I can't take you seriously. In order to be in this movement, you have to have some morals. And that shows me, if you continue to associate with this person, that you have no morals. And I'm not going to associate myself with somebody that can't even display the most basic of morals. There's no room for somebody like that in my movement. And yes, New Guru, when you're talking about the Noah story, well, first of all, there's several other flood stories, and then also they say, oh, get 2 of every species and bring it around the boat. But then later in the same book, it says, no, actually get 7 clean and unclean. But it's interesting because the laws of Moses about what's clean and unclean haven't been established yet. So how would no one even know? I don't know. How is this a grift, bro? This channel's not monetized. Who am I grifting? Freaking idiot. Alright, Liberty Lens, you're a dick rider, you're gone. Cheese and crackers. Now you're out. Yeah, you're out. Cheese and crackers. Alright, you guys got about a minute or so. Exactly. Scripture condones and directs slavery. It also says to take after you go into a city, even if it's a city that didn't do anything wrong to you, and even if it was, go in there and unalive every man, woman, children, cow, calf, everything, even the babies. So all these people out here, stop abortion, stop abortion. Interesting, because your God commands the unaliving of children. There's a thing in Psalms that says, "Blessed are the people that smash the Babylonian babies' heads against the rocks." There's another thing, when it's around the story of Elijah, when they're talking, somebody's calling somebody baldy, and then God commands 2 bears to maul 42 children. That's the God you guys worship? Somebody that commands bears to maul 42 children? And says, hey, slavery's cool. Honor your mom. Don't use mixed fabrics, but here's how you can have a slave, and you can beat that slave. Well, guys, here we are. Yet another stream. Appreciate all my supporters for being here. Appreciate you guys. Keep going out, doing your thing, spreading the word. I would ask all the top supporters, everybody out here. What's the name of the video I do of calling him out? I've called out 1,000 politicians and cops, like thousands. You got to be more specific, bro. CFR, keep up the good work. I want to say thanks to everybody in the chat that was joining, and to the losers that couldn't point out one thing I've ever said that's specifically factually incorrect, and you won't be able to, except for the Mariana Trench, which I gave you guys. Yeah, it's ironic that the Christians are calling me a narcissist. Meanwhile, their God is a racist narcissist. So, yeah, good. It's good to know that you losers can't prove me wrong, and every time you come in here, you're just boosting up the numbers. So thank you for that. You're genuinely helping me reach new people. Shout outs to and maybe you can teach me the finer parts of horticulture so I can cultivate a garden as well as cultivate this movement. And you know what? No matter where I am, I'm going to be out here. If you want to watch my Auditing America video, you can just go to my lives and scroll back. And you'll see the one with him on the cover. Getting exposed. Anyways, guys. Appreciate you joining the stream. And we support you, Rogier. And I should give a little more love to the people that are out here. But you guys already know I love you. And you guys know what I do. I take on the trolls. I say what I'm going to say. And yeah, that's what I do. With a fake mic somewhere around here. Real news. You guys have a good night. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Yo, share the Best of Fake Mike Real News playlist, yo. Best of Fake Mike Real News playlist. Get that out. Share it out on Facebook Messenger, on your Facebook, on your X, on your Twitch, all that. Get out the Best of Fake Mike Real News playlist. Get that out for me, please, please, pretty please.